Hi everyone, welcome back to Sally's Backyard. In this episode, we're going to do a little spring gardening, and I've got a few works in progress, and I'm going to be going on a little trip. So I hope you'll join me, and let's get started. Isn't it funny when you've lived in a place for so long and you miss things? We found this garden center that is probably less than 10 minutes from our house, and it's been in business for over 30 years. How did we miss this? So this year, we made a plan to go, and we brought along my daughter, Sarah. She's going to help us pick out a few plants and just go along for the ride. It's a really nice garden center, and I got some really nice plants. Here are just a few of the plants that I purchased, and I'll be potting these up soon. I recently started a new crochet project. This is Bruno the Bigfoot. I've been wanting to make a Bigfoot for a long time. So I've gotten started on it, and I'm hoping to have this finished in not too much longer. I'm using Vanna's Choice, as you can see here. I believe this is the color Oatmeal. And then this is a Knit Picks yarn, and this is the Brava Tweed, and these are both worsted weight yarns, and I believe the color on that one is Raspberry. And I picked a tweed yarn because I wanted the Bigfoot to have a little bit of texture to it, so it kind of, mimics that look of fur without it being furry. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on this project, and I am using a size H hook on this. On May 10th, we were treated to a rare glimpse of the Northern Lights. This is not something that we see in Ohio, and so we went out that night, and oh my goodness, it was just a wonderful experience. This is something I've always wanted to see, and it did not disappoint. I hope wherever you were, you got to see them too. Another craft project that I worked on in May were these wooden spoon wind chimes. My daughter got me a new set for Mother's Day, so I thought it would be fun to use my old set and make some wind chimes. I went on Pinterest and got a few ideas and had my husband drill some holes in the handles on these. And I used a wooden embroidery hoop and some fishing line to hang them up. And I think they turned out really nice. I've been working on my patio garden, and as you can see here, I've got some roses in a pot. These were given to me by my daughter. I planted zinnias in this wooden box, and I have obviously some marigolds here, and this pot is filled with zinnia seeds and sunflowers, so I'm hoping to see those sprout pretty soon. And I did put in a Stella de Oro daylily, and this should also be blooming very soon. Over here, I have another rose in a pot. My husband got me that for Mother's Day. And in here I have some cucumbers that I planted from seed, and they are starting to come up. I have my tomato plants. These are cherry tomatoes. And then over here I have a couple of tomatoes that I'm growing from seed, more cherry tomatoes. And then as we walk over here, you can see my pot here with my sugar snap peas that are starting to come up. And I've also planted some lavender and some impatiens. This is a pot that I planted last year with coral bells and hosta, and I am so happy that this wintered over and it's just so full. On the front porch, I have another hosta that I've wintered over, and it's doing very well. I have a little pansy here that I potted up, and over here are some impatiens. And then in this other pot, I have another hosta that I've had for several years, and I've been able to successfully overwinter that. Here's a small little coral bells. And just some other pots that I've had, some houseplants that I wintered over from last year, and some little white impatiens. Here are my herbs. I have some rosemary, and I planted some onion seeds in there, so we'll see how those do. There's nothing in that top pot yet. And this is some basil that's just now starting to come up. And then I have my peppermint. And over here I have some oregano and some dill, and finally some thyme. Guess what? I'm not at home. I'm back in Chicago visiting my granddaughter, my daughter, and my son-in-law. And I wanted to share something with you that I thought was kind of funny. My daughter bought one of these kits. It's called Woobles. The Woobles. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. So my daughter crochets off and on, and she was attempting to make this. Okay, so I got to make this quick because my son-in-law's on the way to pick me up. But anyway, she was making this and it didn't quite make the shape like this, and it was more like this kind of thing. So anyway, my granddaughter asked me if I could fix it, and so I guess my daughter doesn't care, and so I'm working on it, and I'm winging it because the instructions are all little video clips. There's no written instructions, so I'm just kind of winging it, and this is what I've got so far. I'm getting ready to close up the top, but there's some safety eyes and a little face that I want to sew on before I do that, and then I can stuff it. But I think I'm getting a little closer to the shape, and I don't want to run out of yarn so I can make the ears. So I only have this much left. So I'll keep you posted. Gotta go. Bye. I want to show you my view real quick. Got this really pretty church and some buildings over there and the street down there. But yeah, I just think that's so pretty, and that's a little park right there. So yeah, got a really pretty view. We spent a little time visiting this nearby rose garden. My granddaughter loves flowers almost as much as I do, so this was a lot of fun to share with her. It's a rainy day here in Chicago, so we've decided to take a road trip and go get some ice cream. We're heading into the town where they filmed the movie Home Alone, and I'll be sharing some of the sights here with you. We're on our way back now, and if you look closely through the trees, you'll be able to see a lighthouse. And let's see, there it is. A very beautiful park here in Chicago. And there's some volleyball going on, and there's a playground, and there's people walking and picnicking, and we just finished a picnic. Now I'm gonna walk over to the lake, and let's take a look. Yeah.
Look, there's one coming out of the shell.
Yeah.
Let's knock the shells off.
No, let's don't.
Why not?
Hey everyone, I'm back. Different hotel, the same place. I extended my trip just a few days, and I moved to a Suites hotel that's just less than a block from where my kids live. So just for a couple of nights, and that way they don't have to keep coming and picking me up and dropping me off and all that back and forth. So this way I can walk. And I walked to a little cafe this morning that's just right down the street on the corner, and had a breakfast bagel sandwich, and now I'm eating a blueberry muffin and having a chai latte. This is pretty nice. I could get used to this. But anyway, I have a new view, and I'll show you that here in a second. I've been back from Chicago for a few days now, and you know, it's amazing how quickly you forget how exhausted you are after being with a 4.5-year-old for 8 days. We had a great time. We got to spend so much time together, and you know, that's the whole reason for going up there, is just getting that quality time. And yeah, she's adorable. And anyway, I wanted to show you guys another project that I've been working on. I did sneak a picture in earlier, just a glimpse. And if you hear clicking and crunching, that's Riley. He's decided that now is the perfect time to eat his lunch, right here. So anyway, if you hear something, that's what you're hearing. So anyway, I've been working on this crocheted wrap, and I saw this on the Yarnmugs podcast with Sarah, and she does a really nice vlog, and she does, I think, one monthly longer video, and then on Fridays she has her Friday vlogs, which are shorter. But anyway, she's been working on this granny wrap by Annaboo's House, and I will link to that, of course. And I've had some yarn in my stash for a while that I've started a couple of projects with, and I just wasn't happy with them. So let me show you the yarn first. If you've been watching me for a while, you've probably seen this yarn, and you've seen me starting other projects with it that I've never finished. You know, sometimes a project just doesn't work out with the yarn that you're using. But I've wanted to put these colors together for a long time. So anyway, this one is a Knit Picks fingering, I can't remember, it's superwash. I can't remember like the name of it. But anyway, it's a 75% merino, 25% nylon, and I dyed this with marigolds. So it has this really nice kind of yellow color. So that's one. And then I have this one from Tactyl Dactyl. And this is a fingering weight merino yak silk blend. And there is no color on here. I think it's just the natural color. So there's that. And there's her card, if you're interested. And then the other two are Gypsy Soul Fibers yarns, which are one of my favorites. She's one of my favorite dyers. And this one is called Edge of the Ocean. Here's her card. I'll put that up there for you. And this is also a fingering weight merino nylon blend. It's really pretty. And then the last one is called Seaweed. And it's got this blue-green, really pretty, kind of moody shade. And this is also Gypsy Soul Fibers. And this is a sock weight merino nylon. So what I did was I put all of these colors together, and I'm making this granny wrap. So I'll show you. gotten pretty far. I started this right before I left, and then I picked it up as soon as I got home because I'm having so much fun crocheting this. So I've gotten quite a bit done, but I think the colors really go well together. The green and the blue and the yellow, it's not a super bright yellow, it's kind of muted, and it picks up some of this green and the seaweed color. It's just really, I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. It's the first project I've done in a long time that I feel like I can't put down, and I haven't had that for a while. So, you know, we all kind of go through little slumps. But anyway, that's what I'm working on, and this should be finished pretty soon. And I'm making the seaweed color the main color, the green, as you can see here, and then I'm doing 2 rows of the neutral color and the blue and the yellow, and then just repeating. This is 6 rows of the green, and I'm just repeating it as I go. So yeah, that's what I'm working on currently, and I'm still working on my Bigfoot, and I have another shawl that I was working on in the linen yarn, which I put aside, but I'll be picking that up again soon because it's a good summer weight project, but I haven't made any progress on it since last time I showed you. Usually when I go visit my granddaughter, I don't take any projects with me or any books or anything because we typically are nonstop all day. So by the time I get back to the hotel in the evening, I am just ready to crash. So when I get home, it's kind of nice because I feel refreshed and I'm ready to start getting into some projects. So that's what I've been working on. I've also been doing a lot of reading, and I'm not going to talk about the books here right now, but I'll list below some of the favorites that I've read recently. There's a couple of favorite authors that I've read and a couple of new favorites that I found. So if you're interested in that, I'll put those in the show notes. I'm going to end this video here. If you've been with me for a while, thanks for coming back. And if you're new, thanks for joining me. I hope you will like this video and subscribe. So yeah, I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all enjoying the springtime weather. It's a little chilly here today, which is unusual, but they said it's going to warm up later in the week, so we'll see. So for now, I'll say goodbye, and I'll see you again next time. So take care, everybody. Bye.